What is up, YouTube? My name is Liam, and I'm here to tell you that you're setting up your safety vest absolutely wrong. Absolutely atrocious. I just got off work. As you can see, I've got seal coat on my neck, on my face, other places you don't even want to know. So this is live, right? I'm grabbing my vest. I haven't done anything to it except cover up the logo, right? So this is my vest. And let's get right into it. So, your vest, right? Covered up the logo. Every single safety meeting, every Monday morning, my boss says, make sure to wear your vest, right? You gotta be safe. And to me, it's really not even a question of why I would wear my vest. You know, yes, it helps me be visible and be safe, but really, this is a tool belt for me. So let's just go right into it. I think I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. What do I have in my vest? All right, well, first off, we'll start right here. My left pouch, I've got some glasses. These are very important. You gotta keep your eyes safe. You gotta be safe, man, you know? So that's the left pouch, but that's not all I've got in there. Actually, it is. So this vest has a lot of pockets, which I like. I've got these two big drop pockets right here, which I can open. And these also have pockets right here, right? So I've got my glasses on there. Right here where they're accessible, I got my gloves. It's time for a new pair, but nonetheless, I've got my gloves. So I always have a pair of gloves, right? And they're easy to get to. These pockets don't close. There goes my spare glove, right? So I got my gloves right away. Then in the left one, I got my glasses. These things are nasty. These gloves are covered in seal coat, right? So, glasses in this one. What do I have in here? Gaiter. This is good to have because of the dust. I like having it in there. I keep it on me that way. I've got it when I need it. It's kind of hard to wear the Gaiter and glasses. So that's kind of the trade-off that you have to make. But if we're gonna be, you know, like blowing, J-tamping, doing something that's gonna kick up a ton of dust, I know that I have my Gaiter with me. Plus, who knows? Maybe I'm gonna go rob a liquor store on my way home from work. It's good to have the Gaiter. Now, that's not all that I've got in this little right drop pouch. I've got a ton of rubber gloves. These things are worth their weight in gold. Pretty much whenever I'm around a box of gloves, I just stuff some into my drop pouch because they're so useful to have. Obviously, there's a place for the work gloves, right? But I mean, these things, I've used them to stop bleeding. You bust your finger open, you know, you're getting wet. You really can't put a Band-Aid on. You put a Band-Aid on your finger, it's gonna be gone in seconds, you know, when you're wet. So you can use one of these to stop bleeding really good on your finger. Just try to get the tightest one you can. And then you can put on a work glove on top of that. That works really good if you bust up your finger or you slice your finger. I've done that countless times. I could really make a whole video on how useful rubber gloves are because they're so freaking useful. Now right here, I've got this little clear pocket. If I got to run to the store, run to Home Depot and get some concrete and my boss gives me a credit card, I stick it in there. Same thing with car keys. Usually I just leave the keys in the truck, but to make sure I don't lose things, I put it in the little clear pouch where I can see it and fold it over. And that's basically the clear pouch. Then I've got this little tiny pouch right here, and that's got earbuds. Earplugs, I should say, right? I actually need to restock it, but I just keep about 4 pairs of earplugs in there so that I always have earplugs because you got to protect your hearing, right? So that's that little pouch. Then I have this fold-up one here with a zipper, and I've got just a couple Sharpies in there. Nothing crazy. I work for a paving company. If you're a carpenter, maybe you could put like, you know, a 4-inch carpenter's pencil in there just so you have it. So that's pretty much it. That's the vest setup. There's nothing on the back other than the logo. And with this vest, I know that I'm good to go. Like, it's not as good as a full tool belt, but I know that I can pretty much throw this vest on and I've got eye protection, I've got ear protection, I've got gloves, I've got rubber gloves, I've got my Gaiter. I'm really just, I got everything I need all in this vest. So whenever my boss is like, remember to wear your vest, it's really just a non-issue for me because I got everything I need all in here. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how you set up your safety vest, if you do at all. Some people just see it as a tool for visibility. Not I, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a like if you did. Leave me a dislike if you didn't. And how do you set up your construction vest? Let me know.